for bird of the day! Yay!
Yay! You guys better stick around or else.
Oh, y'all better stick around. Better stick
Yeah.
around. So, we're going to
Bring
do
it.
ourselves a little bird of the day segment. So, today's bird of the day, well, when I fill out the Jet Birdie form, I ask everybody for what is your favorite species of bird? And one of you selected a bird that I hadn't done yet. So I decided to look up this bird,
Ooh.
decided to make it bird of the day, and that bird of the day is the common redstart.
Yay!
Yes, Hasio. This was Hasio's favorite bird, and well, I mean, look at this little bird.
Aw.
What a little cutie!
It
You
is
wanna-
a
The
little
redstarts
wanna
are little
know-
cuties. Yeah, they got called the redstart because they do have that very pronounced red stomach, a little bit similar to a robin, but they have that white patch on their head. The distribution of the redness on their bodies is different. So, if you know what you're looking for, they're pretty distinct from a robin, especially from the European robin. So you tell them apart pretty easy. But yeah, very cute little birds, good little birds. And so here we have a female pictured on this particular one. And this, as you can see, so they are a sexually dimorphic species. So the male, you see that big bright red of these little guys? It's going to be a male. The female's pretty small, but I mean, I think she's still pretty cute. She's still a little cutie. Oh, cutie. They're not
Like
very
okay.
big birds, only about 5.7 inches long. And part of the reason they're that short is they don't really have that long of tails. Pretty short tails. But their wingspan, pretty big. So it's like their wingspan is almost twice as long as their bodies. And of course, they're real little birds, way less than an ounce. And they're, the family that they're in, the Muscicipidae, is called the flycatchers. They're part of Old World Flycatcher. And call that because they're good catching flies. And, as we had earlier today, of course, they are pastiforms. Little small perching bird, of course it's a pastiform. Cute little pastiform. And, yeah.
I think it's a boil stick category.
Anyway, for a little bird like this, average lifespan of 2 to 3 years is pretty common. Hard to say because, well, they have a lot of natural predators. The longest banded one ever lived was 10 years old. They don't really have them in captivity. Little songbirds, you can't really keep them in captivity. Doesn't really work. As you can see down there, the orange areas are going to be their breeding areas. That's where you're going to find them in the summertime, spring, early fall. And then they migrate down to, as you can see, the middle of Africa for the wintertime because it's a little warmer there than it is in Europe. And it looks like quite a bit of Russia there, too. Asia. It's a Eurasian bird. Interestingly, as you can see, they've managed to make their way around most of Europe. But for some reason, they don't like Ireland.
Have you been to Ireland?
No. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting that they're found in every single European country except Ireland. It's weird.
It's the snakes.
The snakes.
The
There are no
got them.
snakes. They got rid of snakes. Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
oh,
but the
maybe
snakes
these
got
guys
rid of
like
the birds
snakes.
first.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
leprechauns stole the money.
Oh no!
Anyway,
I eat those things for breakfast.
They do make a pretty cute noise. I'm gonna play the noise now.
Ooh, noise.
Yeah. Ah. Yeah, pretty simple chirp.
Sounds like the most stereotypical bird call I've ever heard.
Yeah, I think it would take a pretty trained birder to be able to identify them by their chirp, but it's pretty cute. I think it's pretty cute. Anyway, so as you said, they're part of the flycatcher family, so they're very good at catching flies. About 98% of their diet consists of flying insects. So, I mean, flies are a part of it, but they'll eat mosquitoes. They've been known to eat grasshoppers. But they'll fly through the air and they'll snatch flying insects right out of the air. And that's the core of their diet. That's what they like to eat. And because this is how they eat, and they could eat a heck of a lot of them, they're actually a favorite bird of farmers because they are, well, kind of a natural pesticide. They'll, nice, pretty green way to keep the bug population in your farm low. So yeah, farmers love to see these little fellas around because they're good, keep the bug population down. Very good, very good. Now, so I don't know if I've talked. I haven't done the cuckoo nest. I should talk about the cuckoos. We were talking about the brown-headed cowbird in Jeopardy earlier, but there's another bird that is known to parasite nests and lay its eggs in someone else's nest, and the cuckoo is one, and they often lay their eggs in the nest of the redstart. Now,
And clocks.
interestingly, normally that would be a bad thing, like for the cowbird. Cowbird babies are very greedy, but they've actually found that having a cuckoo bird in a redstart nest can actually be beneficial because they end up to huddle up close to the other ones and can keep them warm. And the parents somehow know, and they'll still feed it, but they don't like. They found that having a cuckoo in the nest doesn't cause the others to be more likely to starve. So, yeah, it's usually not too big of a deal. And I guess the redstarts are like, fine, we'll be happy foster parents. We'll feed you and raise you. But I think it's so funny that there's so many bird species that are just like, yeah, I'm just gonna make it somebody else's problem. Yeah, make someone else's problem. I don't want to raise a baby. Speaking of babies, they usually have 2 clutches per year. So they'll have their first one usually in late April or early May. And a clutch is going to be 3 to 5 eggs. And then they'll usually have a second clutch either in late June or early July. So it usually is about from the time they hatch. Incubation is only about 10 to 12 days. And then they're fledged and ready to fly usually in about 4 to 6 weeks.
That makes
So yeah, they grow up quick.
Look
They
at
grow
them.
up so fast.
They
What?
they build their nests on our AC unit. That's why it shows
Yeah.
them.
And now
You know what would
shall
help?
be doing the rest of this bird of the day in deep voice because eBay has chosen it to be so.
Yeah, let's go. I love this.
The males will usually only be with a female for 1 season. But during
Oh,
this
yeah.
season, they will defend and clean the nest. They will protect their mate, and they will stick with their mate for the entire season. They are going to then, once the babies are born, the males will aid in feeding and raising and protecting the young, as they are good parents. However, they will only stay with their mate for 1 season, and the next year they will remate with a different female. So they are not monogamous for life, but they are for 1 season. Now, the redstart is a very, very territorial bird. Speaking of territorial birds, it seems that my assistant has been summoned. Thus, Rodney is here. Say hello, Rodney. Yes, Rodney. We are talking about the common redstart. Yes, quit interrupting me. Anyway, the males are very territorial. Rodney, would you like to do a demonstration of what happens when a male redstart sees another male redstart? Yes, very good. They will be very territorial. In fact, they fail the mirror test. A test that a crow does not fail. If they see their own reflection, they will attack it as if it is a rival male. And thus, they are not a very smart bird. Not very smart at all. But that is what I have to say about the common redstart. Now, Hasio, please tell
Yeah.
me, why did you select the common redstart as your favorite bird?
Well, I already said they nest around here. They like to build the nest on our AC unit, and also they will fly inside and check us out. So they're really, really curious.
Aw.
Very
That's
curious.
cute.
Good birds. They are, yes, very good suburban birds and do well around human beings. And as I said, are usually beneficial for humans as, they can keep bugs under control. But do not allow your house cat outside, for they are a grave predator of this bird. But yes, a very cute little bird, a very nice little bird. A nice little songbird. I must say, I like them. The common redstart is okay with me. A good bird. A happy bird. What do you think, Ray Friggin eBay?
They
I
make a very
want-
tasty snack.
What? No, no.
I
I
mean,
was gonna say
I've
I want them
eaten
as a
so
pet.
many of these things
I mean,
over
yes,
the course of my lifetime.
large birds such as ravens are known predators of the common redstart.
No,
Yeah, it's true.
don't eat them. They're too
Yeah, you would be
cute.
surprised to find out how many things I actually eat.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of
Oh.
like a
Uh,
trash can bird.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. They'll do that. Big people don't realize that big birds are one of the top predators of small birds.
Oh,
How
dude, it's
dare.
awesome. It's awesome when you see them go after each other. Holy cow. I saw Okay, so the reason I chose Raven as a theme for VTubers because I've always been followed by corvids everywhere I go. Particularly ravens. Unless ravens aren't indigenous to the area, then it's crows. Mostly it's ravens. And one time I was out camping and I saw one of the ravens that follows me go into a tree.
Ooh.
And out came like 50 of these things. And I kid you not, over the course of the next 10 minutes, it killed like 10 or 12 of them just flying in the air. And they dropped to the ground and they would just pick it up and toss them out into the air. Another raven would come and catch it.
Yikes.
They're
that's hardcore.
amazing.
Well,
Birds, man. Not even once.
Redstarts, I'm sorry if that was traumatizing for you to hear, but the common redstart, I appreciate the story. Although you are probably dealing with American redstarts rather than the common redstart.
Nope.
Oh, this was in.
I remember I lived in Europe for
yes.
a good time.
Okay.
too.
Okay. Oh, very good. Very good. Very good.
I actually know what Hasio's talking about
Excellent.
them.
Excellent.
with them building on AC units.
Armored core units?
Yeah, actually, unbeknownst to everybody, Germany actually has a large army of
Gundams?
Gundams.
Yes.
Anime condition units.
Anime condition. It's called Anime Condition Red in case Japan or any country with their own innate mech culture decides to invade.
The birds will nest up and gunk up their joints. Anyway, we shall call this bird of the day complete. If you are watching this on YouTube, please hit like and subscribe. And
Like
come
and
watch me
subscribe.
on Twitch on the link below. I have been joined by Dreyfrig, Hasio, and eBay. And thank you all for joining the bird of the day. Thank you all for watching Jet Birdie. And yeah, I think we're gonna call this stream pretty good to go. That was really a lot.